But
so you spend a lot of time in Vegas, I suppose. Are you ever adjacent to other vices? If you can call poker a vice, I personally don't think it should be called a vice, but we talked a little bit about the prostitution. Do you see that a lot out there? Do you see a lot of working girls and guys? And is that? I mean, I know it's legal outside the city limits there.
Well, I mean, the way that it works now, obviously, Pahrump, people can drive 60 or 70 miles to like this place where it's legal in these houses. But now what you have is like on the street, on the strip, you have these little Mexican guys, and they've got these little tickets they give you, like, hey, go tonight, go, and they give you these tickets with these numbers on them. And it's similar, I guess, to what you would find in pretty much any city where, it's all, they're considered escorts, for the evening or whatever the case may be. And that's legal as long as there's no agreement of sex. I don't know how the hell they do it, but it's not legal in Las Vegas to be a prostitute. It is in the outskirts, but not right here in Las Vegas.
Is it easy to spot a prostitute in Las Vegas? Like if you're sitting there by the slot machines and you see a short dress, is it like, would you know?
Remember the first time I had a friend come out from Toronto, and it was like he's out really late, and he's like, man, the women are really nice to me out here. I was like, yeah, they are. Right? I was like, they really are nice to you. Yeah. We called
I'm a Raleigh 6, but I'm a Las Vegas 10.
Yeah. There's certain bars where they'll locate, like, you can just tell, I guess, for girls, if a hot girl in a short skirt is hanging out at a bar, at a casino, just by herself having a drink, that increases the likelihood that she's not just waiting on a friend, that she's there. Well, she's waiting on a friend. She's waiting on a friend with deep pockets.
Man, being a prostitute has to suck, right?
Well, that's part of the job.
Well, there you go. You got me there. Yeah. Doesn't seem like a fun gig because, like, the idea of it is way different, because it's going to be some frumpy fat guy most of the time, right?
I don't think so.
Kyle, you have way more experience with this than
yeah.
Yeah. If I'm hypothetically a prostitute, I'll bail you out, Kyle. If I'm hypothetically a prostitute, I think it's not about how fat the guy is, although too much is too much. I'm a hygiene snob in there, right? If you've got a rolly belly and some man boobs, but you smell like deodorant and fresh spring, whatever that smells like, then
you'd hit that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's party. I
just think about like a Harvey Weinstein style body on a lot of these guys. Did you see how funny that was? Where they're like, hey, some woman testified. She's like, yeah, the dude's nutsack looks like fucking pussy lips and his dick sucks. And it just
that's what he smelled
a picture
like.
Of him sitting down and he's just,
that's what he smelled
she
like.
said he had to inject it, right, with a needle to get it to work.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he said. She said, and he smelled like shit. I'm sorry, poop. Yeah, fuck that guy,
dude. Yeah, fuck that guy. But hypothetical Harvey Weinstein, who just like fresh out of the shower and smells like baby powder. If I'm a prostitute, I feel like I didn't get too unlucky there.
He did often ask those celebrities
apparently
to join him in the shower. I think we know why now. It's the smell.
At least if you fuck Harvey Weinstein, you might get to like be in the Hunger Games or something.
Work for J-Lo.
Who here wouldn't fuck Harvey Weinstein to get into the Hunger Games?
I would have.
I would. I still would.
I still remember watching that movie.
You'd be tricked, Kyle, because they're not making any more Hunger Games.
They'll reboot. Let's go.
They're like, Kyle, suck my ticket. You can get Hunger Games 5.
Can I be that guy who used his cake frosting abilities to camouflage himself?
I was just about to
solid plot point.
I remember it was right when that movie came out. I was in college and I was over at a buddy's place, and 5, 6, 7 of us were there, and we were just hanging out drinking. And he's like, dude, I just saw this movie. It's so fucking cool. It's called The Hunger Games. And we're like, all right, fine, put it on. Who cares? And it got to that cake scene. And he did that thing, like, when you show somebody a YouTube video and they're not vibing with it, like 3 minutes in, and you got to try and save yourself. He was like, honestly, guys, this is way worse than I remember. I'm so sorry. It's like, Evan, you're fine. But yeah, you're right. This sucks. That guy had enough time to cake himself up, but he couldn't find food. He's got enough confectionery for the whole woods.
He was supposed to be super strong, and that I could get into because apparently his baking is the same skills like a farmer might develop for strength. He had 50-pound bags of flour that he was routinely picking up and tossing places and unloading and unloading. So he was just stronger than the other people. I think I read the book maybe, and they emphasized that his strength was like a really big thing. Remember, there was they were doing like a show in front of the people before the Hunger Games started.
They're trying to get sponsors.
Yeah. Thank you. They're trying to get sponsors, and he used his outrageous strength to get sponsored and to get people's attention.
That movie's so dumb.
I don't remember a single thing other than all the rich people dressed ridiculously and the cake scene. That's it.
I remember a flaming dress.
People by a river.
You think Harvey Weinstein did something awful to her?
I mean, it seems like he did a lot of awful things to a lot of awful people. So, maybe a coin flip. I don't know.
Awful people?
Was she one of the people? Or did awful things to a lot of people, I imagine.
Oh, okay. I was like, what'd they do aside from just try to get ahead in their careers, Taylor?
Yeah, they're just trying to be in the Hunger Games.
I was watching a show on Netflix the other day. I think it's The Mist. It's a Stephen King adaptation. It's a TV show.
I've seen that.
It's not very good. No. And and I noticed that Weinstein was in the credits as like a producer. And I started thinking, because then I saw that like the showrunner was a girl, a woman. And I was like putting one and one together. I was like, let me do a little Googling here. And sure enough, he had gone after her and she's suing him.
Really?
There was not a woman in this guy's orbit that he didn't fucking throw himself at continuously in a very creepy fucking illegal kind of way. Anytime he saw a woman that he had even the tiniest bit of influence over, he was like, you want to suck my dick? I could help you out, help your career. You want to suck it? Suck it. Like, what? He is one of the most prolific sexual predators ever. Him and Bill Cosby.
It was such a public secret what a predator he was. And Matt Lauer, help me with this name. Matt Lauer. Lauer, thank you. He apparently, I don't know if you call him a predator as much as you would a dog, right? He apparently was a dog who just fucked everyone he could. And
nothing wrong with that.
That was also like a public secret. Well, his wife wasn't a fan.
Being able to lock your door.
I don't know her.
Office from your desk.
What's her name? I know Matt cool. Lauer. I don't know what's her name. Lauer.
Mrs. Matt Lauer.
We don't know that Mrs. Lauer wasn't polyamorous herself.
There
right?
you
That's
go.
a thing now. Burning Man. That's what all the people are doing, banging everybody.
Mm-hmm. Crystal meth.
Is that part of it?
We're not talking about me. Just change the topic.
Yeah, no, that guy fucking sucks. And you're right, Kyle. It seems like every single woman who's even vaguely associated with him, he forced to blow.
He was involved with the Lord of the Rings. You think he did anything to Liv Tyler?
Oh no!
I like to think that she was
keep those ears on.
That she was connected enough to avoid that. She's Steven Tyler's daughter, right? Special rules, maybe.
She only got that role because of Steven Tyler, because she is easily the worst actor in that movie. As Arwen, she's not very good. No. Not at all. Really? I was not a fan. No. Yeah, I didn't think she was very good.
Well, I'll say her performance was good enough that it didn't stand out to me, like it seems to have for you.
Yeah. Man, I need to rewatch those movies again for the probably time.
Been weeks.
Just wait. The 4K Ultra HD is coming out this year, so just wait on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
All 6 movies, big box set. It'll be the last one before 5K or 8K. So you got a good 5-6 years before they make a better version.
Why am I
haven't even seen episodes 4, 5, and 6
because there's the Hobbit movies.
Oh, fuck those! Those suck.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Look, I have no influence over the Hobbit. I'm just saying all 6 movies are coming out.
You know what, Kyle?
Damn it, Kyle!
I didn't produce them. Jesus Christ! I'm not the one who cut Peter Jackson's time and budget. Give me a break here,
dude. The Lord of the Rings in Ultra HD, like 4K, not the Hobbit, like the original Lord of the Rings. That's probably going to be sick because it's not CGI that's going to fall apart. It's all like real armored guys with.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I think as much as I despise the Hobbit, I'm sure it'll look good too. They shot it in 5K.
What about Lord of the Rings? Was it shot in 4K or 1080p?
I believe they shot it in 35mm super.
Oh, okay.
Could be wrong about that one though.
Okay.
I was just reading about this like 2 weeks ago.
Huh.
But in any case, yeah, looking forward to all those. And Harvey Weinstein was one of the most disgusting people in Hollywood. But he wasn't alone. He was the most outlandish, the one who got himself caught. I guarantee so whenever you give somebody a position of power that they can use to manipulate people into getting what they want, they do it. It's human nature. Like we're like, oh, I'd never do that. But if you were running some giant company that was literally, all right, which gorgeous woman are we going to get paid millions of dollars? You get to decide, Taylor. Really? I get to pick whichever gorgeous woman I want.
I'm gonna pick the one that blows me. Is what he did. Yeah.
Is what he did.
No, not what I would do. I would go by pure talent.
Pure talent. Pure talent.
I would say no thank you, sir, ma'am. Whoever I was getting to blow me. Yeah.
You know, another fair way to do it would be for them both to blow you, and then it would be even.
A contest.
Like a.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty awful too.
Don't judge me.
Maybe a game show.
Damn, I had forgotten that he was associated with Lord of the Rings. Maybe he's not all bad.
The thing is, like, look, as much of a monster as he is, it's kind of like he made a lot of great properties. Like he's part of that famous story where Matt Damon and who's the guy from Good Will Hunting? Matt Damon
Ben
and
Affleck.
Ben Affleck had written the script for Good Will Hunting, and they're shopping it around to every major like studio. And they had included a part in there where the therapist character blows Matt Damon's character. Just out of nowhere, blowjob. Out of nowhere.
Good Will Hunting?
Good Will Hunting.
Robin Williams went down on Matt Damon in the script.
Yeah, it's right there in the script. Robin Williams blows Matt Damon. And they're going from studio to studio to studio. And finally they get to Weinstein, right? And he's like, boys, I love what you've written here. We want to be in business with you. I've just got one problem here. There's this scene where the therapist just blows your character, Matt. And he's like, we just put that scene in there to see which studio executives actually read our fucking script. And you were the first one who even brought it up. We've been to every other studio in town. Everybody is just like shaking our hands and wanting to write us a check. You're the only one who actually reads the fucking script.
That would have been great if there was like, Matt, Ben, I was on the fence until I got to the blowjob scene.
I love it.
I went the other way. Because Matt Damon
So
and Ben Affleck wrote that, right?
Yeah.
Like I just felt like, guys, there's got to be a scene in here where Robin Williams sucks my dick. It's kind of the whole reason I got into Hollywood.
Yeah, but I heard Weinstein tell that story on Howard Stern, and I've also heard Matt Damon tell that story in the past before. And this is before any of the sexual allegations came out, and I was just like, man, this Weinstein guy is a good guy. I like this guy a lot because I love movies and I love good movies, and most of the properties he's been attached to are really strong, really well done. It seems like he's a great picker of scripts and properties to invest in and make, and he often has a pretty good influence over them. But he's also like one of the most prolific sexual predators in the history of Hollywood, it would seem. Like just a real disc. Do you think it's worse that he's so unattractive? Like if he were
Yes.
It's worse, right? He wouldn't be nearly as.
If it was Robert Redford, he wouldn't be a predator. He would just be a womanizer or a player.
Yes. If they were like, yeah, Robert Redford loved the ladies, I'm going to tell you, that would be the whole story. And they'd be like, yep, and the ladies loved him. But because it's Weinstein, it's like, yeah, Jabba the Hutt over there is making all the A-list actresses blow him. It's really gross. Also, his pee smells putrid.
Speaking of pee, I got to make one. Can I just run to the bathroom? You guys do your thing? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
Well, he's got Kyle. Did you know the Van Halen no brown M&M thing? Have we talked about that on the show before?
Yes. Yeah, that's another example of kind of what I was describing with Weinstein. They would ask for these and a lot of celebrities have done that. They ask for these very specific things to be prepared for them when they show up at a venue to do a concert. And it's not that they want a big bowl of brown M&Ms. They don't give a fuck. They want to make sure you read their list. And if they see the brown M&Ms, they also know that their limo is going to show up at 8:15 like they want it to, and that the water is going to be the water that they want.
In the case of Van Halen, so it's a bowl of M&Ms, no browns, right? And they have an elaborate light show with all kinds of like electrical and fire hazard requirements. And they're like, if there's M&Ms and all the browns are in there, they probably just skim through. We don't know that the light show is going to work. We have to check the pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
We have to, that it's whether or not they went through the list.
Yeah.
Cool.
I remember learning about that like many, many years ago. and being all smug, like, oh, look at these prissy assholes. And then one of my friends explained it exactly like you guys just did. And I was like, yeah, well, still. You know? It's like, oh, you just proved me wrong and made a fool of me? Oh, okay.
Well, we're not friends now.
Yeah, fuck you. But yeah, that's